Welcome to ParkTV sports broadcast of boys playoff lacrosse, Section 6 4A, or Section 6 of 4 quadruple A. Oh, that's right. There's only 2 leagues in the lacrosse. That's right. So, hey, welcome to Benilde St. Margaret's, home of the Red Knights. They are hosting a playoff match against the Hopkins Royals. I'm Robert Christensen. I'll be your announcer for this match, and we're already just underway in the first quarter. Benilde is in white, Hopkins is in blue, and right off the bat, there's a shot by number 22 for the Red Knights. That man is Ben Schur, a captain, and Benilde is ranked number 1 in this section. They're the highest seed. They come in with a winning record. I believe it's 11-5, and they're going against a Hopkins Royal team that won their first match all season long. And wow, there's a nice shot there by number 24 for Benilde. Quinn Elin, another co-captain. Wow, was that a smooth looking shot? We should have a great camera angle of that one, and we do. Look at that. Beautiful shot there. And a beautiful camera angle. So there's your first tally of the game at 10:59 in the first quarter. Benilde up front 1-0. Just a pass back and forth between 2 experienced captains, Scheer and Elin, and we have an injured, oh no, that's the face-off. So, and who comes away with it? It is Benilde, number 7. Alex Wiebert, a junior midfielder, has the ball on the left side. They're up 1-0 here early on in the first round of the section playoffs for lacrosse. Boys varsity, Hopkins Royals comes in. They lost every game in the regular season, and there was a play-in game, and they beat Robbinsdale Cooper 15-2.
Number 24.
And that gave them the right to show up here at Benilde St. Margaret's to try to upset the Red Knights. If you're just joining us earlier today, or just a few minutes ago, they concluded the girls' match against also Hopkins. And there's another shot and a goal by Benilde. This time, number 24, Quinn Elin, his second goal of the match. Just a few minutes into the game, it's 2-0. Red Knights. So they're up 2-0. They're the highest seed. They're playing the lowest seed. They're at home. This could be a blowout for the Red Knights. And the goal was almost exactly like the first one by Quinn Elin. He was to the right of the goalie. Number 3, Ben Searstock, a junior for Hopkins. And the Red Knights win the faceoff, and they have possession again, and the ball comes out to number 5. That's John Stone, another captain for Benilde. They have 3 of them. We've announced Ben Schur's name, Quinn Elin's name, and that's John Stone, number 5. And with the ball right now is number 22, Ben Scheer. And the ball comes back to number 1 behind the net. That's Jack Van Overbeek. Back out top to Ben Schur, 22. He's a senior. Quinn Elin's a junior. Stone is a senior. That's number 19 with the ball, Brian Arnold, senior midfielder. Benilde with the ball. We're at 9:12, clock is running. Ball comes out on top. That's Scheer, number 22. Number 19 is Brian Arnold. '24 is Quinn Elin. He's got 2 goals already tonight. Scheer now on top to Arnold. Back down below to Jack Van Overbeek, and the ball sails over his head and out of bounds, and Hopkins will have possession for the first time in the match with 8:38 to go. Clock running now. That is number 6 for Hopkins. That's name is Matt Gerstner. He's a junior defender, and he gets the ball ahead. And it is loose and picked up by number 2. That is Seamus Foley, a 9th grade defender, and he does a nice job bringing the ball into the offensive zone. And now that is Quinn Elin with it. Over to number 27, that's Eric Weber, a junior for the Red Knights. And back up top, that's number 42, Turner Wine, a junior. Ball loose momentarily, picked up by number 18. That's Shea Kinney Leonhardt, a sophomore midfielder for the Red Knights. So far, Benilde is having their way with the Royals, and not unexpected given their records. That's number 18, Leonhardt. A lot of substitutions already for Benilde. Big shot there by number 42, Turner Wine, goes wide left of the goalie for the Hopkins Royals, Ben Searstock. So 2-0 here with 7:32 to go. That's number 6, Matt Gerstner with the ball. And the Royals have their second possession of the match. They did score 15 goals against Robbinsdale Cooper in the playing game. So there's a pass intended and picked up by number 17. That is John Dion, a senior midfielder for the Hopkins Royals, and he is being guarded closely by number 12 for Benilde. That's Karsten Swenson, a senior. And the ball is taken away by Evan Eliasson, a senior defender, and he gets in the offensive zone and gives it up as he has to number 4, Edmund Hose. And now Hose gives it to number 18, Leonhardt, who gives it up to number 20. That is Jerome Newhouse, a junior midfielder. So Leonhardt 18, back to Newhouse. 6:30 to go, first quarter. Passes around, now it's behind the net. That's number 27, Eric Weber. And he gets it over to number 1, that is Van Overbeek. He takes a shot that is also wide left. And I think that must have gone off a Royals defender because Benilde is going to have it. 6:18 on the clock. All Benilde here early on. Another big shot by Van Overbeek. He hits the post to the right of Searstock. And the ball comes ricocheting all the way across the field and out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And Benilde has it. That's number 20, Newhouse. And he has it again. Over to Leonhardt. Shea Kinney Leonhardt. Back to Newhouse. Behind the net, that's 27, Weber. Back out on top. Benilde doing a nice job passing it around. Flawless passing, and there's a nice, clever, creative shot by number 42, Turner Wine, for the 3rd goal of the match and the 3rd for the Benilde St. Margaret's, and they are up 3-0 with 5:39 to go. Watch this beautiful, crisp passing, and look at that nice, creative shot. He bounced it early. He had 2 guys on him. Number 6, Gerstner, and number 18, Jackson James. Gave him a little physical shot there as he pulled the trigger on that shot, which led, and it ended in a 3-0 lead. So we're back at midfield. Face-off is going to be taken by number 24 for Benilde, Quinn Elin. They've won all the face-offs so far. He's going against number 11 for Hopkins, Adam Cochran. And Benilde wins it, and that is number 7, Alex Wiebert, a junior midfielder, has it. And he passes it down below to number 1, Vanderbeek. Back out to Eric Weber. And now way out on top and doing some weaving around. And we got a whistle. Offside is the call. And we have some protests from the bench of Benilde. Looks like Benilde is going to retain possession, however. And number 24 down there on the left side of the screen gives it up to Weber, number 27. He trots behind the Hopkins goal, now back out in front, and almost looked like a shot was gonna happen there, but now Ben Shear has it, number 22. And he gets it over to 19, Brian Arnold puts a hard shot, and Ben Shearstock has a nice save for the Royals on that one. And so now they're getting the ball down in the Benilde zone, and it goes out of bounds, and the possession changes to the Red Knights, so turnover for the Royals. And now that is Elon, 24, with the ball, and he still has it as he comes across midfield, holding that basket with one hand. Now it's back behind the net to Eric Weber, to Vanderbeek, around the horn to Brian Arnold, number 19, Vanderbeek, Weber, Vanderbeek, Weber, and he tries to stuff one in from around the left side on Shearstock, and it wasn't gonna happen. So the ball goes out of bounds, must have gone off a Royals defender. Here's that replay. And just passing it back and forth. Quick passes like that are a sign of a very, very experienced, mature team. And there he tried to shoot it, and he really didn't have much of an angle, obviously. So we're the Section 5 quarterfinal here, 3-0. Broadcasting from Benilde St. Margaret. Beautiful day here. Late spring, early summer day. There is Quinn Elon, 24, tries to put the move on the Hopkins defender. Gives it up to Ben Shear, over to Brian Arnold. All three captains out there right now on offense. And there is Elon as he swings around, gets it back to Shear, he fakes a shot. Brian Arnold takes a shot, and Shearstock defends well. They're gonna need him to be good today if they want to stay in this match and have any chance to upset the #1 ranked Benilde St. Margaret's in the section, not the state, but in the section. And there's a shot by Elon. It's his third of the match. It's already a hat trick and a 4-0 lead. 3:06 to go in the first quarter. Let's look at the replay. And he fakes and goes right around number 14, Hugh Dave, a 9th grader for the Royals, and puts a nice shot on goal. Here it is again. This should be a look at him, just deke him out, and he takes that shot. The Royals defender number 19 was late getting over, Connor Stack, and that allowed Elon to score his 3rd goal. So 4-0 is the lead for the Red Knights, and we'll go back to midfield for another face-off following that goal. And taking it this time for Benilde was Coleman Reese, a senior midfielder, but he loses it to the Hopkins Royals. That's Adam Cochran. That's their first face-off win of the match. So they're not going away, even though they're the number 8 seed in a 9-seeded tournament. Oh, and there's a pass to number 17. He does a nice job, John Dion, picking it up. It looked like he was about to slip there. So 17 has it, being guarded closely by 28, Tucker Turretin, a sophomore defender. And a flag gets thrown. It's gonna be on number 17 for Benilde, Evan Eliasson, and the Royals still have it, and now we're gonna have a stoppage, and I think a player is gonna go to the penalty box, as it were. Here's the play with the long stick, and that's gonna be some sort of stick violation, and that means, yes, 17, Evan Eliasson will
penalty on the
sit.
Red Knights, number 17, slashing.
Slashing was the call, and yes, you saw him slashing with the long stick there. So he'll sit out
when he gets out
for, I think, a minute. So man advantage for the Royals, down 4. They would like to get a goal here. So they set up shop. Number 12 is Xavier Zaccagnini. And the ball comes around. Now it's back up top. Number 6, that's Matt Gerstner. And he turns it over, and here comes Benilde, down a player. And in the offensive zone, that's Weber, 27. Passes it and gets it back right away. And that is Quinn Elon. He's already got 3 goals for the Red Knights. Very comfortable out there. Loves to handle that ball with one arm on the left side like that. And now it's back behind the net to Vanderbeek, number 1. Another dangerous player for the Red Knights. Back to Elin. He looks, decides not to shoot. Back to Elin. Up top. That's Shear, number 22. They trade positions. He gives it back to Elin. Down low to Brian Arnold. Nope, that's Weber, number 27. Takes a shot. Blocked out in front. Rebound to the Red Knights. There's Brian Arnold, number 19 with the ball. Shear up top. It's like the point guard. Elin now on the left side, looks around, backs it off, playing catch here. Boy, they're so good with those passes. Look at that. That is fun to watch. Pass, shot, and a save by Searstock. He's a good goalie. Even though they lost all their conference and non-conference matches, Searstock has impressed early on. Even though he's given up 4 goals, those are not all his fault. He has made an equal amount of saves. Or it could be way worse already. But Searstock now throws a bomb down the net, down the field, just as the ball, the refs whistle the play dead, and they are going to give the ball back to the Red Knights. We just have 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And behind the net is number 17, Eliasson, who's out of the penalty box. So the Red Knights are at full strength, and now Elin has it. Nope, now he has it over on the side. 22 seconds to go. Benilde would like to get 1 goal here right before the end of the quarter. Elin looking for an opportunity. Gives it up to Weber. Back out to Arnold, and he comes in, takes a shot, and scores! And he beats Searstock low at his knees, just to Searstock's right for the 5th goal at 8.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Benilde up 5-0, a commanding early lead by the number 1 ranked Section 5 Benilde Red Knights. Cruising here at home early. And there's a shot and a goal. 5-0 Red Knights. One thing I noticed right away is there's definitely a size advantage of Benilde. Their players are noticeably bigger than the Red Knights, and that is a disadvantage for the Hopkins Royals. So face-off underway, and that was 21. No, Coleman Reese took that and wins it. 1 second to go. They take a quick shot, and it was going to be too late by number 4 for Benilde, Edmund Hose. And so that is the end of your first quarter here from Benilde St. Margaret's Section 1 playoff, 5-0 Red Knights.
The winner of tonight.
Welcome back to Benilde St. Margaret's, home of the Red Knights, and their section playoff game against Hopkins. We just concluded the first quarter, and the Red Knights, led by Quinn Elin with 3 goals, have a 5-0 lead after the first 12 minutes. And that should be no surprise to anybody that follows Section 6 lacrosse playoffs, because Hopkins has 1 win on the season, and Benilde has 11, and they're number 1 ranked. We look at those rankings on that graphic, and that was the rankings of the girls, number 4 and number 5. It's actually number 1 versus number 8. We had brought you the girls lacrosse game that occurred on this field, and same opponents, coincidentally enough. Hopkins came in and upset the Benilde St. Margaret Red Knights in girls playoff lacrosse. Very disappointing loss for the Red Knights. They had the lead several times, went back and forth, and they just let it slip away there right at the end and lost 12-10. So we're about to begin the second quarter. The Red Knights now will be going from our left to our right. The girls play 25-minute halves, and the boys play 2 halves, and the boys play 4 12-minute quarters. So we're going to midfield here, the beginning of the second quarter. And the ball comes up, and it is captured by number 10 for the Royals. They win that faceoff. John Otino gets it, a junior defender, but it is taken away by number 12, who gives it up to Vanderbeek, who tries a shot on goal, and Searstock comes up with a big save for the Royals. Ball at midfield. Number 12 was Karsten Swenson, who made that play happen and allowed Vanderbeek to come right in on Searstock, who thwarts him on that goal. So the score remains 5-0. We're at 11:32 of the second quarter. Stoppage in play. Hopkins Royals have possession, and that is number 18, Jackson James, with the ball right there. He's a 10th grader. And down low is number 12, Xavier Zakagini. And it comes back around to number 17, John Dion, senior. There's Dion. Now it's over to James. He tries to penetrate the Benilde St. Margaret's defense as he comes around the right side to no avail. He cannot find a way through. And now his pass goes by number 17, John Dion, who sort of just sighs and rather than chase it right away. But they still have no, the possession goes to the Red Knights as that ball went out of bounds on that miscue by the Royals. And so that is number 5 for Benilde Johnstone, senior midfielder and a captain, at the 45-yard line, and play is back underway. 10:45 to go, second quarter, and a flag goes up, and they're gonna call foul on number 5, I believe, for the Royals. That's Leo Reuter. And that's, I heard, is gonna be a hold. Let's see the replay here. He's hacking him, cross-checking him, and there was look at the referee. He called that a hold. There was just a slight grab there I saw in the replay. Excellent camera work by our cameraman there. So he'll cool it. Leo Reuter will go to the cooler for 30 seconds. So man advantage for the Red Knights. 10:42 to go in the second quarter, as they reset the field here. Looks like Quinn Elin will have the ball here on the near side, right in the shadow there, right by the 40. Yeah, he looks like he does have it. And finally, yeah, he does have it. So he trots in, unguarded basically, gets it down to Vanderbeek, number 1. He passed it along to number 4, Edmund Hose. That's Hose. Vanderbeek, back to Vanderbeek, to Hose. Boy, they pass it well. That's so nice to see. Oh, and Arnold gets surprised there. Nice job there by number 7, Devin Reisig. Number 12 for Hopkins, but Benilde retains possession, and that is 22, Ben Shear, gives it up to Quinn Elin. Benilde looks cool, calm, and collected out there. Up 5-0 here, and almost a shot there by Shear, and he does take a shot, and he fires it wide left. And it goes out of bounds. Clock continues to go at 9:42 to go in this match. And that is Elin. Back to Vanderbeek. Down below to Weber, 27. And that is nice save there by Searstock. He's made a number of good saves for Hopkins. And now they have it. And nice move there on the far side. That is number 19 for the Royals as it whistles it, as the refs whistle dead. His name is Connor Stack. Nice job by him, and now a timeout is called by the Royals with 9:23 to go in the second quarter, 5-0 Red Knights. So, looking at the bracket, there it is. Paul, you read my mind. Let's look at the brackets. So we got Benilde St. Margaret's going right now against Hopkins. The other matches are Providence at St. Louis Park. And all these games are being played except for one that was at 4 o'clock. Totino Grace, down at the bottom of your screen, was visiting Blake. That game was at 4 o'clock today. It's 7 o'clock to start here. And so there's 3 playoff games going. So the winner of this match will play the winner of St. Louis Park and Providence. And if Benilde maintains their lead and wins, they will be hosting that match on, it is? Okay. Well, Paul Proden, I don't know if you can hear him when he talks to me, but he informed me that the game is tomorrow. Oh, Providence Academy, excuse me, I was mistaken. Yes, not all the quarterfinal matches are being played at the same time. Only 3 are being played today. Tomorrow we will be broadcasting and putting on the channel and on the web Providence Academy visiting St. Louis Park. So that is the remaining quarterfinal. That'll be tomorrow. And then, so Benilde will not know who their opponent is until tomorrow night. I wonder if they will attend that game as a scouting. It'll be interesting to see if they're there. And there's a shot by Vanderbeek, the 6th goal of the match. Nice pass down to him. He was right at the doorstep, and he puts it away. 6-0 at the 9-10 mark. Let's see how this went down. Lots of speed there by number 13, and he sees a wide open Vanderbeek, who was able to sneak in behind the defenders, number 10, John Otino, and number 6, Matt Gershner. So Benilde extends their lead to 6-0. And we go back to midfield, of course, for the face-off. I believe that's number 11, Adam Cochran for Wyzetta. And I think that's Coleman Reese. He's been taking all the other ones today. I'm not sure if that's him. And Hopkins gets the benefit. Yeah, it was Reese versus Cochran, and that's Cochran with it. Adam Cochran, sophomore midfielder, and he is being guarded very closely by number 12 for Benilde. That is Karsten Swenson, another captain. There are 4 captains. Oh, big collision there between Reuter and Karsten Swenson. And the result is Benilde possession of the ball, 8:37 to go, second quarter. And Benilde will make its way up the field. That's John Stone, number 5. He gets pushed a little bit, but no call. Pushes the ball down to Eric Weber down there on the right side in the sunlight as he trots around behind the net, as he waits for his players to get in position, and the ball comes around the horn. Up top, that's number 18, Shea Kinney Leonhardt. Love that name. Back down below to number 27 again. Of course, that's Eric Weber, and a nice pass out in front, and a shot by number 20, Jerome Newhouse. And it's probably not the shot he wanted. And I think it was a result of the defender there getting in his way. So Benilde still retains possession, however, and pass there to number 18, Shea Kinney Leonhardt takes a big shot. And with 6-0 lead, I can see Benilde starting to take a lot of shots from the outside. Oh, big save there by Searstock on Newhouse's shot. Ball comes ricocheting out, and on the rebound, number 18 for the Hopkins Royals picks it up. That was Jackson James, and he gets pushed down, and Benilde is basically bullying their way in this match against the Royals. And there is Overbeat. They all want to shoot the ball. Everybody wants to get on the scoring parade here, no question about it. And there's a whistle, and the ball goes out of bounds, and the Royals will have possession, starting with number 6, Matt Gerstner. Gives it to his goalie, Searstock, and he'll walk it up here for a period. You see that in some of these matches where the goalie will just walk it up as far as he can until he gets pressure, and Weber put the pressure on there, and the pass goes over the head of Leo Reuter and out of bounds, and just like that, Hopkins turns it over at the 7:08 mark of the second quarter. Now it's number 44, Jack Wrigley, a 9th grade defender for the Red Knights. So Coach Rob Horn doing a really nice job of using his bench and using all his players. That's number 18 now, Shea Kenny Leonhardt. Now he has it again up front, looking for a way to rush the net, and Vanderbeek puts on a clinic with that shot. Pass from Leonhardt, and he just lets it go. And I think Searstock, the goalie for Hopkins, didn't see it because he was kind of screened by the stick of number 19 for the Royals. That was Connor Stack, and he just snuck it inside the left post, gets it by Searstock. It's now 7-0 at the 6:38 mark of the second quarter, and again, back to midfield, and I think we got the same contestants there. Adam Cochran on your right in blue against Coleman Reese in white on the left. Interesting to note is all the face-offs for the boys lacrosse matches, they're down on their knees, and for all the girls, they're all standing up. That might just be a rule difference. And Benilde wins that face-off. Number 28 does a nice job, Tucker Turton, as he goes back to the bench as they change on the fly, Benilde, and that's number 10 behind the net, Noah Swindlehurst, a junior. And that gives it up to Quinn Elin. Now that is Ben Shear. Or excuse me, no, that was Elin 24, that's right. And they set up, Arnold comes to the right side, that's his position. Elin gets over to where he normally plays on the left side, and now Shear has it at top. And he gives it over to Arnold, number 19. Back to Shear, and he looks to Quinn. He wants to give it to Quinn, but Quinn has to back out. Nice job defending there by number 20, Cole Crystal. Forces that pass out farther out. There's Arnold. Boy, they're moving that ball nicely. Number 4, Edmund Hose has it. And that's back out to Ben Shear, over to Brian Arnold, the lefty. Shear, nice little pass, and he hits the post. Number 10, Noah Swindlehurst, took that short little dink pass there from Shear. Nice job, and he hits the post. A goalie's best friend, those posts. Here's the replays. He just spins as he's getting hit, and he just was off the mark by just a little bit. Back underway, Benilde still has it. Arnold chases it down. Clock still running just now, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. And behind the net there is number 4, Edmund Hose. And back out on top to Quinn Elin, to Shear, looks for a shot, lets it go, and Arnold takes a shot and blows it by Searstock. Wow, there was some pace on that ball. And that was in Brian Arnold's wheelhouse. Look at him, he's sitting there, big, tall, lanky kid, gets it and just lets it fly. Whoa. Whew. That is very fast. Nothing Searstock could do. So now it's 8. Watch this shot. It's worth seeing again. He's just waiting there, and just gets it down low and just whew, blows it by Searstock. He's lucky that didn't hit him in the head. Okay, face off again, and Coleman Reese forces it out, and it's still loose. Nobody can seem to pick it up. And yes, now we have someone picked up, Karsten Swenson, the captain, and he attempts a shot on Searstock, goes wide left, and they will maintain possession. 4:23 to go now. And now the Red Knights will take a curious timeout. They're up 8-0. It might be that the coach Rob Horn will want to go to more of his bench, and sometimes it's just better to have a timeout to reorganize the players. But I'm watching him talk over there, and he doesn't look happy with his team. Even though they're up 8-0, he is still going to coach these guys up. Always can improve. There you see some of the players. There's Brian Arnold, number 19. Number 24, Quinn Elin. He's already has 3 goals. I think he had 3 of the first 4 tonight. Eric Weber, 27. And the coaches are doing all the talking. See him there. Meanwhile, the Royals, they're meeting over to the left. There they are. If you're the Royals coach, Todd Freakman. Just probably trying to motivate his players, see if they can just get 1 goal. I'm sure they are realistic in their expectations for the outcome of this game, and at an 8-0 lead, I think it is a foregone conclusion. So I always thought it is nice to try to break the game down for the Hopkins players and tell them to pretend it's still 0-0 and see if they can get the next goal. Try to improve the underclassmen for next year. But clearly Benilde is outclassing Hopkins. And Hopkins is usually dominant in all other types of sports. They're usually at the top of the state rankings in basketball, sometimes football, basketball, both girls and boys. All right, so play underway. Number 4, Edmund Hose has it. He comes behind the net, gives it up to Quinn Elin, and he scores it for his 4th goal of the match. And a 9-0 lead with 4:02 to go in the second quarter.
Scoring for the Red Knights, number 24.
There he is.
Elin.
Yeah, it's kind of like shooting goldfish in a barrel. 9-0. Good crowd on hand here, enjoying the nice weather here. And there's that goal again. Sheerstock is a good goalie. He's just been barraged. All right, face off. There's Cochran, number 11, fighting hard with Coleman Rees. No, that's number 29 this time. Jack Rickman taking the face off, and he is successful as the Red Knights have the ball again. We'll see if they go in any time delay here. Probably not. And as they substitute more, everybody wants to get in the scoring column. You can't blame them. So I guess I don't expect the Red Knights to back off right now. Still a little early for that anyway. It would be disrespectful to just back off on the Royals with a 9-0 lead. Got to play it straight. Okay, and there's a shot by number 42 for Benilde. Turner Wine, and it goes wide left on the bounce shot. Benilde still has possession. Edmund Hose, number 4, starts it off. 3:22 to go now. And before halftime, we're here in the second quarter. Here's Edmund Hose, number 4, to Eric Weber, 27. He's going to take a shot from a very tight angle, and he just gets it by Sheerstock's head. Here's that sequence, and tough angle, and he was going for that upper corner. Didn't miss it by all that much, maybe 6 inches. Play back underway. Up top, number 20 for the Red Knights. That's Jerome Newhouse, of course. And he gets it back and gives it up to his teammate, number 18, Shea Kinney Leonhardt. And Sheerstock makes a save, and he's got possession. I like the way he flips that net around when he's got the ball. Shows confidence. And the ball comes up across midfield to number 19, Connor Stack, and he gives it up and voices his frustration there. They're just really overmatched here by Benilde. Play continues midfield, it's loose, and it's picked up there by Newhouse. There was a whistle there. Stoppage, 2:26 now to go in the half. Ball comes back around the net. Edmund Hose, of course, number 4. And we all know 27's Eric Weber. He took the last shot, just missing narrowly on the left side of Sheerstock, the goalie for Hopkins. And nice passing, very impressive here. There's Hose. Very talented group of kids on Benilde here. Can see why they're ranked number 1. And another save by Sheerstock. I'm enjoying watching that kid play goalie. And he has got his work cut out for him. Doesn't look like any of these Royals players are getting down in the dumps. They're keeping a healthy positive attitude. They're still fighting. It's what's great about high school sports, the spirit of all these teams.
That is on number 10 for the Red Knights.
Displaying good sportsmanship there, even down 9-0. They're not taking any cheap shots or anything like that, which is real easy to do.
2-2.
On the other hand, they're used to losing a lot, so they can handle it pretty well without resorting to chippiness or pouting or anything like that. So the Royals will take a timeout, strangely enough, with 1:52 to go, down 9-0. And just getting back to those brackets so that we're clear, how did Hopkins get here? They played an in-game that's not on our bracket there, and they won 15-2, and there are 3 semifinal games going on today. One was already played at 4 o'clock between Blake, Totino, Grace, and going on right now is Robbinsdale Armstrong is hosting Breck, and we have this match here. And then tomorrow, Providence Academy will be visiting St. Louis Park. We'll be broadcasting that at 7 o'clock on June 1st. And then the winner of that match will play Benilde. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Benilde's going to win. And that will be June 5th. Not sure if we'll be bringing that game, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're not. So that'll be here at Benilde. So if you're a Benilde fan and you're watching this broadcast between now and then, stop by if the weather's nice. It's a gorgeous campus, and it's really an exciting sport. Once you learn it, it's actually very interesting and entertaining to watch. So come on out, watch it on our channel, or come to the game in person. After the semifinals on June 5th, the final will be at Armstrong on June 8th. And the winner of that match will go to the state tournament. So we break from the timeout here, still 1:52 to go. And play is underway. The Royals have possession. And that's probably why they had the timeout. Let's see if they can get a goal here with 1:52 to go. And so he probably set up some sort of game plan specifically for these last 2 minutes. So let's see if the Royals can do something here. So that's number 11, Cochran, with the ball. He gives it up. And oh my goodness. Oh, that is so frustrating for the Royals. I really kind of want them to score. I shouldn't be saying that maybe necessarily, but it would just, I like to see growth in athletics and improvement in sports, and it would be an improvement if they get a goal. But instead, they give up a goal to Jack Vanderbeek, his second for a 10-0 lead with 1:09 to go in the half and the quarter. And now it's just getting, and I wonder if the sun plays any role. The sun is starting to set in the west, of course, and he just point blank goes right between the legs of Searstock, and his teammate, number 10, wasn't really helping much as he was just sort of standing there blocking him or disguising the ball. So 10-0 is our score, and we'll go back to midfield, and Cochran for the Royals will face it off again. He's taken all the face-offs for the Royals. Can't see who's in there for the Red Knights. It was Coleman Reese most of the time, but not this time. I think that's number 29, Jack Rickman this time. He did take the last one as well. So away comes Tucker Turreton, number 28, with the ball. Nice job by him as he goes off the field. And they have a running substitution. And that is Quinn Elin. And now we have a timeout by the Red Knights. They're likely going to set up some sort of strategy here with 53.7 seconds to go. And I'm trying to think what that might be. And my guess is they don't want the Royals to get the ball back. And they're the Royals. They are going to, they're human beings, of course, and they're walking off the field. That's, now they're starting to show a sign of frustration, and you can hardly blame them. They've had a tough year, losing all their regular season games. And they won their first game last week, or was it yesterday? I'll bet it was yesterday, but so they come out probably riding that high of their first win, and it was convincing, 15-3. And so they come and give it their all here in the first half, but now that we're getting down to the end of the first half and they're down 10-0, even the best of us with the best intentions, it's hard to keep your spirits up. So that's not an indictment on the Royals players. So we come out of the timeout. I'm sure the Red Knights are going to set up a scoring play here. They probably will milk the clock down to about 10 seconds, and they'll try to go in and score. So let's see if that is the case. All right, so they're all getting set up and play underway. And that is number 22, Ben Shear. Gives it up to Edmund Hose, number 4. Comes back around to Eric Weber, 27. I'll keep an eye on the clock for you. It's 42 seconds to go in the half. There's Brian Arnold up top, gives it up to Shear. Down below to Edmund Hose, who comes out, gives it back to Arnold, who's now playing the point. He's usually on the right side. That's where Eric Weber is, and a shot down low by Shear, who turns and really kind of had an awkward shot there. Didn't get much on it. So time is still running. We're down to 16 seconds. Benilde still has the ball. There's Elin. He's got 4 goals. To Vanderbeek, who has 2. To Weber, who shoots. And nice save there by Shearstock. That kid has some talent. He is deceivingly quick, and he just launches it down there like a bomb in football. And that will end our second quarter. Benilde up 10-0. Come back for the second half.
Introducing a breakthrough in time management technology. A whole new day of the week. It's called Someday. Ingenious. Perhaps someday you are going to go skydiving. Enter a hot dog eating contest. Maybe ride a mechanical bull. Now, it's on the calendar. You may want to retire someday. Ready for that? You'll really want this. A My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov. You can estimate your future benefits, plan for your retirement, and how to save for it. If you already receive benefits, you can manage them online. Millions of people already have a My Social Security account. In fact, someone opens one about every 6 seconds. Get yours today, because someday is here at socialsecurity.gov.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ParkTV's 16 sports broadcast of boys varsity lacrosse section playoffs. We're bringing you the second half now of the Benilde St. Margaret's first playoff match against the Hopkins Royals. And so far in the first half, it's been all Benilde St. Margaret's. They lead 10-0. And we're about to begin the second half. And that is Coleman Reese, number 21. In the middle of your screen, he's going to go against Cochran for Hopkins to start the second half and the third quarter. 12 minutes to go in the third quarter, to be followed by a fourth quarter with 12 minutes. And Coleman Reese wins it single-handedly. He has the ball, but it gets knocked out, and it's still loose. Cochran comes up with the number 11. He's just getting ambushed there by 4 Red Knights, and the Royals still have it. That is number 5. Leo Reuter, and he still has it, as he has not given up. As he races to the left side, being guarded closely. Still has it. Leo Reuter, number 5, slows it down, sets it up, and tries to penetrate on the right side, and he hands the ball off to number 15. That's Jack Slattery, a sophomore for the Royals. Back out on top to number 18, Jackson James. Be nice to see the Royals get a goal here for their confidence. And it's given to 17, John Dion. Back over to Jackson James, to Reuter. Down to number 4, that's Roman Moore. This is the longest the Royals have possessed the ball in the whole match right here. They're looking actually pretty smooth right now. That's number 12, Xavier Zakagini. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that exactly right. I think I'm just gonna refer to him as Xavier for now. And Xavier gives the ball up, and it's picked up by, almost picked up. Yes, this time picked up, number 15. is Will Hodder, senior defender. And that's Eric Weber, 27 now with it, as Benilde sets up, and they have very sophisticated substitution scheme. They are like a well-oiled machine right now. And there is Quinn Elin. He's got 4 goals on the night. I think he's got 5 now. He got that last one right before halftime. So they got their starters in there in the scoring side of things for Lacrosse. Quinn Elin, 24 on the left. Ben Shear on top. Brian Artle over there. They've all scored. No, Shear hasn't scored. So I bet they'd like to get him a goal here. And his shot goes wide left. He's been a little off the mark with his shots tonight. And Hopkins will have their second possession now, the second half. And there is Shearstock, number 3. Ben, a junior goalie. He's done a nice job despite the 10 goals that have been given up. And as everyone knows in lacrosse, it's not, in fact, oftentimes it's not the goalie's fault. And the Royals lose possession. They're definitely inferior to the Red Knights when it just comes to basic fundamentals. And okay, here comes Quinn Elin. He loves to carry that stick high on the neck there with his left hand. He trots on in, gives it up to his co-captain Shear, to co-captain Arnold, back to co-captain Shear, to co-captain Quinn Elin, and he blows by the Royals defender. And Shear's like another nice save. You know, he's got deceivingly quick hands, and he is not afraid, and I've really enjoyed watching him play. All right, Benilde still has it. We're 8:45 to go. And a bounce shot and saved by Shearstock. Nice job, almost got by him, but he was able to pounce on it. Cat-like quick there by Shearstock, and he has it. He'll walk it up the field for a piece here. Flanked by his defenders, number 10, John Otino on his left, and that was number 6, Matt Gerstner, and they turn it over right away. And here comes Edmund Hose, one-on-one with the goalie, and he tries to put it underneath his legs, and he hits the post. Shearstock comes up big there. 3 nice saves by, there's that guy, Ben Shearstock. Gives it over to Matt Gerstner, back to Shearstock, and he throws a nice pass on a crossing pattern there by number 7 for the Royals, Devin Riesig. And Devin, number 7, working against Quinn Elin, gives it up to number 18, Jackson James. There's James, 18. As he switches places with Riesig. And they are taking their time. Finally, he gives it up down below to number 15, Jack Slattery, the sophomore, and he's working against number 2, Seamus Foley. Oh, and they almost had a shot to take there. Number 4, Roman Moore. Just as he was going to take a shot from the angle, he loses control of the ball, and here comes Quinn Elin on the right. He comes all the way the distance and scores his 5th goal of the match, 11th for the team, with 7:06 to go in the 3rd quarter. Quinn Elin scores unassisted. He picks up the loose ball and comes all the way down the field. No Royals are trying to stop him at all. And he just blows that by Shearstock that time. So 11-0. Here he is, comes all the way down. I used to play, I never played lacrosse. They didn't have it when I played high school sports, but it's like a breakaway. You gotta stop the ball and force a pass. And here, I would think the theory is true. You gotta get a body and just make him go one way or the other and try to give up the ball. But meanwhile, another face-off, and it looked like Benilde was going to win it. That's number 29. He goes down. Jack Rickman gets up, and he's hobbling there a little bit, so he's going to hobble off. Looks like his, well, now he looks okay. So he comes off. There was a whistle on the face-off, and the Royals have it, and that is number 5 for them. Leo Reuter, of course. Gives it up now below to 15, Jack Slattery, back to Reuter. And Reuter getting pushed around a little bit there by Shea Kenny Leonhardt. So it's Leonhardt and Reuter. Leonhardt still following all the way around the field as Reuter comes all the way around. Now he's behind the net, in the sun there. Comes back into the shade, tries, gives the ball back below, behind the net to Xavier. Xavier, number 12. And it comes back out on top to Jackson James. James gives it to number 15, Jack Slattery. There's James. And Hopkins is looking a lot better here in the second half. Big shot taken by Leo Reuter, and an equally great save there by number 17 in nets for Benilde. He hasn't been tested much, the Benilde goalie, but he comes up with a nice save there. So Benilde now, I think number 18 there, Shea Kinney-Leonhardt, he lost in the sun. The sun is getting low on the horizon, and I think that was an act of God. Sun got in his eyes, and here comes number 2, Seamus Foley, and he delivers a beautiful pass and goal. What a pretty goal that was there. Wow, that was nice to see. Seamus Foley hits Jack Van Overbeek, and watch Van Overbeek's body control here with that pass. First of all, I think, right there, and his bam, turns and shoots. He knew Sheerstock was out of position, and he just nonchalantly just bounces it in there for a pretty goal. Watch this. Sees him, delivers a perfect pass, and whoop, the pass is as important as the shot, because if that pass is above his head, he can't turn and shoot that fast. So what a nice combination. Great assist, great goal. 12-0 Benilde, and they're coming for more. And that was Reese, and he is frustrated by that shot as it goes over the head of his intended target there in the corner. Number 10 for Benilde, Noah Swindlehurst, couldn't reach it as it sailed over his head, and that's a turnover, and the Royals will have it. And the particular Royal that has it is Joshua Schreck, number 16, and he gives it up to the goalie Sheerstock. And he finds in the middle, number 18, Jackson James. Sheerstock, nice pass by him. So back behind the net, that is Xavier, number 12. He wheels around, puts a spin move on, trying to get closer to the net. And then he hits number 14, Hugh Day, a 9th grader, as he comes off the bench and he attempts a pass to number 17, John Dion. He loses it, but picked up by number 15, Jack Slattery. Comes over to number 4, Roman Moore, senior midfielder. So there's Moore, number 4, being guarded closely by number 44, Jack Wrigley for the Red Knights. Moore still has it. And the pass comes down to number 18, Jackson James still has it. Comes behind the net, gets no call there. And he gets pushed by number 15, Will Hodder, senior defenseman. Ball goes out of bounds, but possession remains with Hopkins. Play underway. 3:23 to go in the third quarter. You can see the score, it's 12-0. Number 1 ranked Red Knights having their way with the Royals, who's the 8th seed in a 9-team bracket. Benilde will be hosting a playoff game here Monday at 7 o'clock against the winner of St. Louis Park and Providence Academy. Will play tomorrow night at 7 at St. Louis Park. Benilde gets the ball back, and coming down the right side is number 17 for the Red Knights. That is Evan Eliasson. He passes it down to Weber. Weber gives it back to number 19, Brian Arnold. Arnold gives it to Quinn Elin, who's got 5 goals tonight already. And there's Ben Shear, who has not gone on the scoring table, and he takes another shot. I think it's his fourth, and he is 0 for 4 on scoring opportunities, and Searstock comes up with a nice save there. And he will walk the ball up the field, and he'll pass it to midfield, and he tried to hit number 14, Hugh Day. I don't think Day knew it was coming. Day is not a real tall lad, and it went over his head, but he was wide open. I think he could have got it if he'd seen it, but the sun may have played a role there too. Half the field is in shade, half in sunlight, and that can play tricks on your eye when trying to pick up a ball or whatever in a sporting event. So we're at 1:48 and counting. We're now 12-0, and the mercy rule is we'll have running time as long as there's a 12-goal or more lead. So the Royals have it, 1:34 to go, third quarter. Outlet pass from Searstock goes to Cochran. Adam Cochran, number 11, with the ball. Gives it up to 7, Devin Reesig. Reesig with the ball and the long stick. Back over to Adam Cochran. So this is good for the Hopkins Royals. They look a lot more at ease than they did in the first half. And pass gets by the Royals, but they will maintain possession with number 4, Roman Moore, with the ball down on the right side. You can see the difference there, the shade and the sun. Ball comes out to number 5, Leo Reuter. To number 17, John Dion. To number 22, Thomas Radzai. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Radzijej. He's a junior midfielder. Number 22, he gives it up to 17, John Dion. Senior midfielder as well. And there's a whistle and a turnover. And Benilde has it, and we're down to 14 seconds to go. Third quarter, we'll see if Benilde can get a shot on net here before the end of the half. We're at 8 seconds, and the ball eludes Ben Shear, and he's gonna take another shot. No, he gives it up to Brian Arnold, takes a huge shot with that left-handed shot, and it goes over wide of the goalie, and that will end the third quarter. 12-0 Red Knights with 1 quarter to go.
You're always trying to keep your kids safe, right? What about preventing concussion? Concussion can happen anywhere, on a sports field, at the park, even at home. So you need to know the ABCs. Assess the situation, be alert for signs and symptoms, and contact a healthcare professional. Most kids recover completely, but seek care to help them get better faster. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. Keep kids safe. It's as simple as ABC.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports broadcast of Boys Varsity Playoff Lacrosse. Broadcasting from Benilde St. Margaret's campus. We're about to begin the fourth quarter, and there's 12 minutes to go, and Benilde has a 12-0 lead on the Hopkins Royals. So we are going to have the mercy rule in effect at least. And until the Royals can narrow the margin back to 11. But so far they've had very few scoring opportunities, and they're just clearly overmatched by the Red Knights, who are ranked number 1 in this Section 5 tournament. And this is the quarterfinals. The final of this bracket will be played on June 8th. It's Thursday, a week from tomorrow. But in between, there'll be a semifinal match right back here on Monday at 7. And the winner of the match on the 8th goes to the state tournament. So we're ready to begin the fourth quarter. That is number 29 for Benilde. Taking it from Adam Cochran, and they're both down on the ground, and there's a whistle. And Royals are gonna get the benefit of that whistle. Jack Rickman loses the face-off to that man, Adam Cochran, who has the ball. As he comes across the 30, backs away. Being guarded very, very closely by number 28, Tucker Turretin. And there's another whistle. And we're underway. Turnover. Benilde now has it. They're going from our left to our right for this quarter. They alternate every quarter. And another whistle. And I can hear the officials are talking about an over and back violation. And he's in communication with the Royals head coaches. They had a question about the call, and the net result is Benilde ball still, and that is Jack Van Overbeek, number 1. Gives it up to number 10. That is Noah Swindlehurst. A couple of great names on this Benilde team. Leonhardt, Swindlehurst. Up top, that's number 20, Jerome Newhouse. And nice save there by the goalie for Hopkins, Ben Searstock. And Hopkins manages to get the ball deep in Benilde territory, only to turn it over to number 17, Evan Eliasson. And he delivers the ball to midfield to his teammate, Shea Kenny Leonhardt. Leonhardt to number 42, Turner Wine, and he attempts a shot, and it goes off the mark and out of bounds behind the goalie Searstock. And Benilde will retain possession with Edmund Hose right now with the ball, number 4, behind the net, looking for someone to pass to. Gets it back out, comes around on top to Newhouse, 20, and there's a shot and another nice save there by Searstock. Don't let that score fool you. They're good, and oh my. There is a big swing there by number 12, Xavier. Oh man, that was borderline. Well, he took a shot and he went after him. I'm surprised he's still in the match, even though he didn't connect. That was an assault attempt. If he connects on that, that would be a suspension, I would have to imagine. Okay, meanwhile, Red Knights with the ball. There's Quinn Elin, your 5-time goal scorer tonight alone. Gives it up to Brian Arnold up top. Now Elin's on the right side. He usually plays as the left, and he takes a shot, and Searstock saw it all the way and deflects it to the right and behind him. And Edmund Hose now has the ball, and play continues. 8:39 to go in the match. 12-0 Benilde, as you can see. They have dominated all along. There's Brian Arnold. He has a goal tonight, and he's got a wicked shot. He was just gonna let it go, and this time, I think that's Shear again making that shot. And that is off the mark. Yeah, that is Shear. No, yes, Shear. Unable to find the net tonight. So Brian Arnold to Shear. He wants to take another shot. He so wants to get on the scoring board there. That's his 6th or 7th shot, and now he looks hurt. He's bending over. Let's see what happened here. He's bending over right there. Yeah, number 5 gets him in the midsection. He was bent over, and I'm watching him right now. He looks a little hurt, and there's a ball. A pass from Vanderbeek to number 10, Noah Swindlehurst. Van Overbeek to Swindlehurst.
Number 10, Noah Swindlehurst.
Nice pass, nice goal. Look at that, real quick. Little contact after the shot. Keep an eye on Shear to see if he's still in the game. I'm not sure how hard he got hit, but he definitely bent over there for a second. I don't see him on the pitch here, on the field. All right, face-off, midfield, 13-0 Red Knights, 7:06 running time for the rest of this match. And it is Coleman Reese against Adam Cochran, and Benilde wins it, and that is number 5, John Stone, senior captain with it, And now it's in the middle to Quinn Elin, and he puts it away for his 6th goal of the night, 14th of the match, all for Benilde, and there it is. Deja vu all over again.
Quinn Elin.
So time continues to run now. 6:22 remaining in the match. In the Section 6 quarterfinal lacrosse playoff game. As the sun is setting here in St. Louis Park over the field, the shadows are getting longer. And this will be it for the Hopkins Royals. Their season will end with 1 win that they had earlier in the week, which gave them the right to play Benilde. And Benilde wins that face-off once again. This time, number 7, Alex Wiebert, the junior midfielder, comes away with it. Edmund Hose, number 4, now has it behind the Royals' net. Substitutions on the fly for Benilde as Hose waits for those guys to come on and get into position. And Van Overbeek once more takes a shot. Nice save there by Searstock, one of his many. And there's a misplay, a pass to number 4, Edmund Hose, and his eyes were blocked by the sun. I'll almost guarantee it. He's too good a player to not get that pass. Probably an ill-advised pass by Van Overbeek, given that he would have been nice if he could have recognized that his teammate was looking right back at the sun. Meanwhile, the Royals have it, and that is number 5, Leo Reuter, one of the team leaders for the Royals. Been on the field all match, so now he has it with 4:50 to go in the match. Royals would love to get a goal here. I'd love to see them get a goal. But right now, it's 14 donut, Red Knights. And no one likes a shutout if you're on the losing end of it. So their game within the game is not get shut out. And they don't look like they're pouting or anything like that. I have to hand it to the Royals. For the most part, they're displaying great competitiveness and sportsmanship, other than the big swing by Xavier. He's lucky he did not connect on that a few minutes ago. And the Hopkins Royals lose the ball again. Unforced error. 4 minutes to go in the match. And Benilde's big hitters are still in there. I'm kind of surprised at that. And there's Elin going for his 7th goal. Might be 8, I've lost count. So here's the shot by Elin, another senior captain. I think I would sit them down just for the injury factor. They don't need him out there, and they got a lot of lacrosse left if they want to make the state tournament and go deep in the state tournament, but they're favored to get there this year. There's Arnold, take another swing, and he scores a goal. So it's 15-0 with 3:18 and counting to go in the match.
Number 19, Brian Arnold.
He's got a heck of a shot. Oh, man, I would not want to be in the way of that. That would hurt. So finally, he takes a seat on the bench with 3 minutes and counting. Now below 3 minutes. No stoppage here due to the mercy rule, and so Adam Cochran will take the draw for the Royals, as he's done all match long. And he's fared fairly well. Benilde has been winning most of them, but the Royals have won some of them. And is that Coleman Reese there? Yeah, he's there. He's taken most of them, although he shared those duties also with number 29, Jack Rickman, for Benilde. So I don't know what happened there, but it looks like they just said, here, Royals, you can have it. And that is Cochran. He takes a shot. Oh, had a shot, and it's equivalent to hockey and fanning on it almost. I mean, it's not like he tried to hit it and missed it, but he had a shot, and the ball came out kind of awkwardly there. So unfortunately, that was their best scoring chance. And as I said, they want to avoid the shutout if they can. And number 4 for the Royals comes out and delivers the ball to nobody. And it goes out of bounds, but it must have gone off a red knight as the Royals maintain possession. So with 1:42 and counting to go, the Royals have it. Can they score a goal to avoid the shutout? That is the name of the game from here on out. And there's Xavier, number 12. As he comes around, he's getting harassed there, and there's a flag and a whistle, and the clock still continues to roll, so the Royals will have a man advantage. The question is for how much time as they substitute both teams, that is. And we're down to 1:11.
Assessed to number 2 of the Red Knights, Seamus Foley.
Seamus Foley
1 minute, slashing.
gets 1 minute for slashing. So the Royals, with 1 minute and counting, are going to get the ball if they let them can start playing here. All right, there's number 7 for the Royals with it. And what do we got here? A timeout? Timeout Royals. So even though they're down 15-0, and I'm sure they want to set up a goal scoring opportunity, I do question the timeout. It's only prolonging the agony, making all these guys run all the way from the defensive end to the bench. I've been on some losing teams, and you just want to get out of there. But I like the idea, on the other hand, that the coach is going to try to give them the best opportunity to get a goal. And that would be the equivalent of a playoff win emotionally for those Royals. So let's see if they can get it. I sure hope they do. They've been struggling all match long to get scoring opportunities. And just to get one would be a nice way to end the season, to get a goal on Benilde, who I think they are state tournament bound. Breck is number 2. They always have strong lacrosse. Blake's right there at number 3. Oh, the 3rd seed is Robbinsdale Armstrong. And we've brought you St. Louis Park. They've got some good scores as well. I expect they'll beat Providence Academy, but you never know. But that would be a great Highway 100 rivalry for the semifinals. There's the bracket. And I'm not sure if that's at June 7th there for the final. Okay, we're back underway. 49 seconds and counting. Royals have it. Can they score to avoid the shutout? Let's watch. Somebody's got to take a shot. You can't score if you don't shoot, Royals. 33 seconds. They're on the power play. Got to shoot it, boys. Can't score if you don't shoot. My goodness, got to get a shot here. Somebody's got, oh boy, gets behind number 17 for the Royals, and that's a turnover. And really, are the Red Knights going to try to score another one? Come on. It's time to end it. 7 seconds, don't take a shot on net. Show some, there you go. Nice job, just pass it around. And that will do it. From the home of the Red Knights in Benilde St. Margaret's, they destroy the Hopkins Royals 15-0, advance to the semifinals on June 5th, right back here on the campus of Benilde St. Margaret's. For Paul Broden, our producer, I'm Robert Christensen. Have a good night from ParkTV Sports 16.